Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be a good one today. Today's topic is most women don't fear commitment. They fear that they're the only one that's committing. Based on my observation and conversations I've had, whether it's coaching, just having conversations with women, a lot of women, they're not really, set back as far as, getting a relationship, settling down, getting married. A lot of women are not hell-bent, don't really have a whole lot of fears when it comes to that area. Now, there are women that do have those fears, that do have those worries about getting married, or a lot of women that may marry for the wrong reason, maybe for status, maybe just for a title, maybe just for gratification, like, okay, we're married, or hey, I've been in a relationship with a man for 4 or 5 years, and now finally we're ready to get married. But for the most part, the type of conversations I've had, just coaching and just dealing with women, if they really do want to get married. They really do want to have stability as far as having that person they can go home to, the person they can grow up with, go on vacations with, travel with, go through the ups and downs with, and just have someone there that equally deposits as much as he withdraws from a woman. So based on my observations, based on just conversations I've had, women, they do want to get married. And a lot of times it be the men that be, dragging their feet, don't really know what they want, indecisive, don't know if they want to be with this woman or that woman, etc. So that being said, a lot of men, we have to do our due diligence and figure out what we want. Me being married, like I said, I've dated, I've had good times, I had great times, great experiences with women, but I knew for myself that I wanted a wife, I wanted a daughter, specifically a daughter, and I wanted a family, and I wanted to leave a legacy, impactful legacy. And that's what I'm doing now with, my coaching, my books that I wrote, and, that's basically what I'm trying, that's what I'm building towards, being the best husband, father, son possible being. But as a man, you got to figure out what you want. You want to be with this woman, that woman. Your personal preference is not my place to judge anybody, but you have to figure out your why, and you got to figure out what do you want long term. Don't string a woman along just to say you have somebody, just to have a warm body next to you, and you don't feel like giving her the covenant commitment. So a lot of times as men, we'll string a lot of women along 3-4 years, no intentions of getting her married, no intentions of settling down with her, and a lot of times we just get complacent, and we always want to refer to her, hey, this is my girl, this is my girlfriend, etc. But you need to acknowledge her like, this is my wife. That sounds more appropriate than keep telling people that's your girlfriend, etc. And also, too, like I said, talking about marriage, those who do want to get married, like I said previously, you got to have similar core values. You got to have core values that are similar. You got to be on the same wavelength. You can have differences, but you have to have resolutions. You have to be able to come together and have the tough conversations when it comes down to children, comes down to finances, comes down to living situation. You have to have the conversations, regardless of how painful it might be. You have to have those conversations, because that's the only way you're able to grow, is to be able to express yourself and be able to communicate effectively. Because, like I said, marriage is not for everybody, and those who want to get married just to get married, like I said, it's your choice, your life, but at the end of the day, it takes a lot of work, 100%, day in and day out. There is no off day, there is no off weekend. You're going full throttle 24/7, 7 days a week. So you have to be very conscious of that before you make that covenant commitment. And I do express that in my book, God's Timing, Finding Covenant, Love, and Commitment. It's not just something you have a few days where you guys don't like each other, or you're thinking about every now and then thinking about divorce every few weeks. No, when you guys are locked in, you guys are locked in. So you have to really do your due diligence when you do get into the space, when y'all do say y'all vows to each other that, hey, this is what I want long term. I can see a future with you. I can see us, living together, us having children together if that's what y'all want. And then also too, until death do us part. You know, until my last breath, I'm gonna fight with you. I'm gonna fight with you, fight for you. You're my anchor, you're my rock, you're everything until our time is come, until our time is up here, until we get called back home. So you have to have those type of mindset before you try to get married or even try to settle down, because once you get married, like I said, I mean, that single liveness, the bad habits you might have done when you were single, you might have been able to just come and go, or be with this woman, that woman, or that man, but if you don't have a suitable foundation, the growth, love, affection, you guys are not on the same wavelength, don't have the same vision for one another, then it's not going to work, you know. And you have to really put the work in each and every day. It's a grind each and every day, just like going to the gym, just like studying a class, of course. You have to put the work in to get the result that you want. And I tell my wife, for day one, like I said, it didn't take us long for us to get married. Like I said, you don't generally, like I said in the past, I've always said this, generally takes a man about 6 months to know you're the one. If it goes beyond a year or 2 years, then, you know, you're not really his cup of tea, and he's just playing the fields. But you're in control of you're in control of your mind, your body, your soul, and you can kind of dictate for your own judgment as far as what's the time frame secretly. And it's not really so much a time frame, we just try to see, hey, this person a good fit? Is this man family oriented? Can I send him, you know, can we go to family barbecue, cookouts? Can we go to different arenas? Is he going to be there when I'm sick, I'm aching, I'm in the hospital bed for 2 weeks? How is he going to react? If you have to sit there and worry about a man who's in and out, don't really know what he wants, confused with you, calling you, telling he loves you, but then telling another woman he loves her, then, you know, that right there tells you he lacks integrity, and that's not someone you should be with. But like I said before, I've not someone date, but I've coached a lot of women, and I date, not date, but I coach a lot of women, and I've had conversations with women. And like I said, a lot of them, they're fully ready. You know, they get the passport, they go out at least once a year, you know, different countries throughout the months, and they travel periodically. They're ready, you know, so they got their stuff together, they got their career going, they got their, you know, finances in order, and they're just waiting for that mate to share life with. And that's really what life is all about, sharing, expressing moments with one another that you can't get back, you know, because at the end of the life, you want to be able to look back like, hey, you know, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to New Mexico, we've been to Las Vegas, Atlanta, Florida, you know, we traveled together, we've prayed together, we've been to different events together, we volunteered together, and that's really what life is, you know, truly about. You know, enjoy every aspect of it, because you don't know when your time is going to be called, you don't know when it's going to call, but you want to have memories and moments to look back on, and that you can be like, okay, I'm so glad I went through a situation with this person, and it feels like this is my soulmate, this is truly my soulmate, and I'm blessed and grateful to actually be a part of the situation. So it does take time to find that mate. It does take time. I know it gets tiring with all the apps like Plenty of Fish, and I don't even know what else is out there. I've been married for too long for me to really focus on what else is out there. But there's so many dating apps, Facebook, Marketplace. There's so many places you can meet people, whether it's in person, online. So it does get a little tricky and challenging to meet so many people, so many bodies, so many conversations, so many first dates, so many, where are you from, where are your favorite colors? But you gotta do your due diligence. Do your due diligence as far as ask important questions as far as your core values, like how many kids, how many kids do you want? What do you see? What is your vision for the family, for the upbringing? And just try to sit back and just try to evaluate. You know, don't be all rushing in because he's cute, he's fine, handsome, 6'3", etc. Look at the intangibles, look at his work ethic, look at how he treats his family, look at how he does himself, how he treats himself, and so his self-care, his self-love. You know, does he have self-love? Is he taking himself out? Is he walking daily or every other day? Is he going to the gym? Is he, you know, the type of person? You know, that's the type of person you need to kind of gravitate towards instead of just getting someone on the surface, because you've been with guys that's on the surface, they've had good jobs, good careers, but, you know, it's all about finding the intangible that can't be broken. Like the time that they all spend, it's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to share this time with anybody else. You know, this precious time that we have, you know, that we're not working, we're not, you know, dealing with, if y'all have kids or separate kids, y'all dealing with kids, y'all dealing with just life in general, school, or whatever you guys are doing. You know, do you guys enjoy the time spent? You know, because I know my wife and I, we like going out as far as doing walking trails, you know, we like volunteering. I mean, we like going to different venues and stuff. We like hanging out with family, you know, just different things. And I just, for me personally, I was just enamored by my wife, and I was just like, you know what, this is my wife. Everybody else off the table. I'm pulling both feet in, arm, leg, everything. You know, I'm just going to trust God on this and just make my decision there. So for me, it was pretty much easy, but everybody's psyche, how to look at things differently, and you have to kind of figure out what best works for you. But yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, make sure you like, share, subscribe. But yeah, though, like I said, women do want marriage. All right, and most men, like I said, in and out, do they want it? But most women that are ready for prime, ready, 35 plus, mostly, got their stuff together, traveling, the body all right, doing the self-care, getting their nails done, getting massages, meditating, doing yoga in the gym. I'm just like, yeah, y'all definitely do need to work on that as far as having that lifetime partner. You definitely deserve it, but men gotta be on the same page as well too. They gotta want covenant commitment. They gotta want to settle down. They gotta want to stop, you know, hanging out in the streets. But you know, that's all I have to say though. But until next time, don't like, share, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm out. JC, Everyday Thoughts.